You ever notice how some people treat their birthday like the Super Bowl? Balloons everywhere, party planned months in advance, 80 Instagram stories before noon, while others treat it like a random Tuesday, no cake, no plans, no HBD, post to repost, just silence. And here's the twist. It's not because they're not into birthdays. It's psychology, deep psychology, because the way you react to your birthday says something about your mindset, your past wounds, your expectations, and the way you protect yourself without even knowing it. So let's break it down. And somewhere in here, you might hear a truth you didn't know belonged to you. The ones who stopped expecting. Some people used to love birthdays, used to hope, used to plan, until caring started to hurt. Maybe they organized something once, and no one showed up. Maybe everyone forgot. Maybe family brushed it off like it didn't matter. And after a few years of that, your brain learns a lesson. Expect nothing. Psychologists call this learned helplessness, when repeated disappointment teaches your brain that hope is dangerous. So you stop putting yourself out there. You start saying things like, it's just another day. I don't care about birthdays. But that's not indifference. That's armor. Because if you don't expect anything, nothing can hurt you. It's not coldness, it's self-defense. And it works until it doesn't. The ones who got too busy to notice. Then there's the, oh wait, that's today? Crowd. Not because they hate birthdays, but because life swallowed them whole. Deadlines, errands, bills, responsibilities. Days blend together into one long, unseasoned soup of work, eat, sleep, repeat. Psychologists call this time blindness, when your brain is so overwhelmed that special days stop feeling special. You keep telling yourself, I'll celebrate next year, but every year looks the same. The day slips through the cracks, and eventually, so does the meaning. They didn't stop celebrating life. They just forgot what slowing down feels like. The ones who found peace. Then there's a third group, the calm ones, the grounded ones, the ones who wake up on their birthday already content, without needing anything extra. They're not avoiding people, they're not sad, they're just full. This is self-determination theory. Happiness rooted in autonomy, purpose, and internal fulfillment, not in how many people post HBD on your wall. These people don't rely on celebrations to feel alive. They already feel complete. A birthday isn't validation, just a date. It's not, I don't care. It's, I don't need a performance to feel joy. That's not detachment. It's maturity. The ones who are fighting to survive. Some people don't skip birthdays because they want to. They skip them because life leaves no room for celebration. Bills don't take days off. Rent doesn't care about milestones. Debt doesn't pause for cake and candles. When survival is the priority, celebration feels like a luxury. Research shows financial stress lowers the brain's ability to feel pleasure, even on days meant to be special. So they say things like, it's just another day. Not out of sadness, but practicality. Their celebration is delayed, saved for the life they're still building. The ones who see time differently. And then there are the quiet reflectors, the ones who don't measure life in birthdays, but in growth. To them, a birthday isn't a milestone, it's a checkpoint, a private review, not a public performance. Psychologists call this temporal perspective, valuing meaning over milestones. Instead of, I'm turning 30, it becomes, I understand myself better than ever. They journal, they hike, they sit in silence. Not because they're avoiding life, but because they're thanking it. Their celebration is internal, measured in peace, growth, and gratitude. The truth about you, whether you go all out or disappear for the day, your birthday behavior reveals something deeper. If you've been hurt, it's okay to admit you still wish someone remembered. If you've been overwhelmed, slow down long enough to notice yourself again. If you found peace, maybe it's time to show others what real fulfillment looks like. Because a birthday was never meant to prove you're loved. It's meant to remind you that you already are. You don't need a party to feel alive. You just need to notice that you already are. The real question, do you still wait for the world to celebrate you? Or have you learned how to celebrate yourself? Because this mindset doesn't only show up once a year. It quietly shapes the way you move through life. Some people stop chasing applause and start finding meaning in the quiet, ordinary moments between the big ones. Not because they never feel lonely, but because they have learned to find joy even in the silence.